So then, welcome everyone, finally to the Management Informatics webinar. My name is Mark Langheinrich, and this is...
I'm Nicholas from the Study Advisory Office, and welcome from me also. So what are we going to do today? We're going to discover this Master in Management and Informatics with the Master's Director and also with two students of this Master, Colin and Muriana. So about the structure for today, I'll be finished in a few seconds. Then Professor Langheinrich will go on with the presentation you see on the right of your screen. It's actually I'm sorry, the camera is reversed. So it will take around 10-15 minutes, isn't it?
Most, yes.
And then we have the testimony of the two students you just saw. They will talk to you 10-15 minutes around.
Half an hour, an hour.
Yeah. And then I'll be finishing with 5-10 minutes on the administrative issues. And then you have the time to ask your question. As you saw, the chat box is working, so you just can type your questions there whenever you want it, and we will just answer to them in the end.
All right, so let's get started then.
Yes.
So the Master Management Informatics then, what is it and why is it? Why would you want to take this master? Again, you can later on also ask our students directly if you want to. Why would they even think about this? But the idea behind the master is that there is a growing need for people with both an IT background and a management background. This is both for people that are in traditional management positions that need to understand better the type of people, the type of projects they're managing, but also, of course, for people coming with a computer science IT background who will grow the responsibilities within their respective company and then have to manage teams of programmers, manage projects that are dealing with IT. So there's this growing need of having both the technical skills and the management skills. And so the idea of this master is that it offers courses from both of these domains, management and informatics, so that in the end you have kind of a good understanding of both. Ideally, of course, you get a double degree, one informatics and one management, but that takes twice the time. So this is kind of hopefully not half the information half the time, but a bit more than that. So we'll see how that works. The idea then is as follows, that there are in the first year 2 different tracks, informatics tracks that basically takes in people with a background in informatics and teaches them the basic skills in management. And on the other side, there is the management track that takes in people with a background in management, like a bachelor in economics or business administration, and then teaches them the basic skills in informatics. And once this first year is over, then everyone is on the same page, and then there is a large number of electives within the second, third, and fourth semester, roughly from half informatics, half management, that you can choose from in order to create the program that fits your interests and needs best. There is some practical stuff that maybe then also our 2 students can talk about, the field project, for example, stuff in the third semester, and a master's thesis in the fourth that then rounds up this program. So this is the rough idea. Just to give you a detailed look, again, you can look this all up on the web. Here is a few, if you want, screenshots of what kind of courses would be in it. As you can see, in the first semester, you have a number of core courses that everyone has to take, and then these 2 tracks, the management track and the informatics track. So you can see how the informatics students with a background in IT, informatics, they learn about accounting, corporate strategy, strategic marketing, whereas those that come from a management background, they learn fundamentals of informatics, interactive programming, and fundamental probability. Once this is out of the way, then in the second semester, you see it's repeating itself. There's, again, a set of core courses that everyone takes, and these 2 different tracks. People with a business background will take databases. People with a informatics background will take decision-making and entrepreneurship. And then finally, in the second semester, you also start already with your first set of electives that you can choose from. You can choose from both courses in the economics department or the informatics department, such as information security, you took this, excellent choice. International business, innovation, lots of interesting stuff. You could kind of pick and match as your interests and goals are with that master. Then, as I said, third semester there is a decreasing amount of core courses. There is now only one core course, Six Sigma, and one what we call capstone work, a field project where you go out to companies in teams to advise them on an IT management problem they have. And then as a team, you're basically consulting for the company and analyze their problem and write up a report. So that is usually an interesting thing that maybe also our students who just done this can talk about. And again, another 12 ECTS of electives. Doesn't really matter. Lots of different ones here. Economics, informatics, HCI, intelligent systems, software engineering from informatics, but also global marketing strategies, digital marketing, lots of exciting stuff. Man, I want to take these classes.
I'd love to.
Yeah, it's like, and in the end, there is a master's thesis, 18 ECTS, together again at the same time with even more electives. So you can already see the electives idea is pretty prominent in this master. Lots of stuff to choose from, depending on your interests. And obviously some of these you might have already taken, so you can't take them again. But there's so many of them that they're exactly the same courses as in the second semester. Good. So that's basically it from my side. You can look all this information up again on the web. And because I'm just kind of an old guy blabbering, I thought it would be good if we then kind of give the floor to people who actually have to go through this. Well, enjoy it, right? That's the word. So there's Colin and there's Boriana. Obviously, I don't have to which is which. And the idea is that I'll just ask them a few words about their background, and then they can talk a bit about their experience with this master. So shall we start with
ladies first?
Ladies first, Boriana.
Okay.
Where are you from?
Hello. I come from Bulgaria, and I had my bachelor there. I studied mathematics in Sofia University, which was a very difficult program. A lot of theory to learn, a lot of things to study. And after I graduated, I decided that I want to learn something more practical, something a bit different that can still use what I learned there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I came with the idea of trying to find something that also involves economics. And this is how I found this program.
So you just kind of went online and found out about this, or you did a good search?
I did a good search. I knew that I wanted to go to some countries, some others maybe not. That's why I had some limitations for my search.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted to find a place where I can learn the language that people speak there. And also I was looking for a good program.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I didn't find a lot of similar programs in the university that I searched. This is why this was the first thing that made me decide to choose this program.
Excellent. So you actually then on which side of the tracks are you now in? You came in with the
informatics
track because they had the technical background.
Yeah, and we studied informatics as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay.
So for me, economics and management was a new thing
that you started out. Okay,
yeah.
And so on the other hand we have Colin.
My name's Colin Patchett. I'm 27 years old from Kingston, Ontario, Canada. I've got a bachelor's degree in business administration from Laurentian University. I kind of found Uzi and found this program online. I was looking for programs in Europe in English because I was moving here anyway. And I just happened to come across Google searching programs in English in Switzerland. And the first thing that came up was this Uzi program. And at first I was looking at the management, and then I kind of saw on the side management informatics. And I've always wanted to be able to get a little more technical with the mathematics involved in business. I thought the best way to do that would be to learn the informatics side, how the computer systems work. Because every business in any management position, you need to work with a lot of information systems and understand how they work and how the people operating those systems are making their decisions. So it's very important from a management point of view to learn how all the IT stuff works.
So how was that management track then? You got some priming then in informatics?
Yeah, first semester they kind of throw you right in, teach you how to start coding. I'd already learned a little bit by myself, but that was just a hobby, and it turns out I wasn't very good at it. But by the end of that, it's quite good. When you start taking your electives, I felt pretty comfortable jumping straight into informatics electives. I was able to, maybe not the most elegant code, but I could figure out what I needed to do, or I knew where to find the resources to learn how to make my stuff work without failing all my classes. And I actually turned out I could do quite well in them. So I've learned a lot about the informatics side so far. It's been good.
Excellent. So you would say his skills are adequate now? You can
No, absolutely. We work together in most of our projects when we have when we're taking the class together, and I can definitely say that you don't see a gap between informatics or management students.
Okay, so you're also feeling quite comfy now with the management background or something that you got there.
I think so.
Excellent. So then, actually, one thing that is I believe a cool thing, but you tell me otherwise, is this field project thing where you can actually then take these both sides and bring them to the masses, to the customer. Maybe can one of you guys say again what this field project is about and what you did there?
Our field project, we had to work for one semester with a company that was had something like a platform, a website that connected people looking for entertainers with the actual entertainers or artists, musicians, bands, whatever. And we had to help them increase the trust in their customers and clients, which was I would say it was challenging because they have already done pretty good work. And the nice thing was that we really had to carefully look through all the things that we have learned here to find something that can be helpful also for them. And we managed to use different tools or methodologies from the economics or management side, but also we tried to develop something like an app, a mobile app, using our informatics skills. So it was really useful that we had different points of view and we could try different things. I don't know if you want to add something.
Yeah, it's a really interesting experience because you get very used to, especially with a background in business, you get used to doing lots of case studies, which are real world examples, but there's a clear defined answer that someone's expecting to. This is working with a real company that's out there every day doing their own business, trying to make money. And there isn't an answer they're looking for. It's an actual problem they're facing. So you really have to think critically, not about how to find the answer someone's looking for. It's how to come up with an answer which actually works for the company, which they could use in their day-to-day operations. So it's very different than any other kind of case studies or anything you do. And it's also very nice that Uzi paired us up with a company. You don't have to do any of that. They kind of have a little list of companies and choose which one you like, and you get to meet them the next week and start working with them for the semester. It's a really cool project.
Cool, excellent. Yeah, I also heard only good things, of course, from companies about you. So that was good. Now, maybe not wrapping up, but what would be then? What's the thing that you best like then about the program? Is there anything that stands out other than having cool people to work with,
Definitely cool
and great
people.
professors, and great study advisory services,
For me, one of the coolest things was that it's gonna sound a bit weird, but we had during the courses we had a lot of projects and assignments, which doesn't mean that you always end up with piles of work or whatever.
That too, but,
It happens. But it's a different way to learn. At least for me, it was different compared to my bachelor, because it was a lot more practical. You meet with your teammates and you actually end up applying all of the things that you learned in the class. And this way you get prepared for not only for exams but for what you would actually do later on when you find a job. And you already know how to do it and you have practiced it, and this way you learn the theory while you're doing your projects. This was something really nice for me, and it's interesting. Sometimes you can choose your own topic, so you can work on something that you you're really excited about and something that you really like, and it's still, of course, connected to the course. But yeah.
Cool.
For me, I'd have to say it's the ability to choose all your electives outside of your first kind of 2 semesters, which are a little more structured, although there's still some leeway in there. You can feel pretty confident jumping into any elective from either side of the program, and that you're going to enjoy whatever you're studying. So if you don't feel like taking a finance class, because I've got 4 years of finance behind me, I don't need to, because I can choose, as you said, information security or physical computing, learning how to make little devices that you can program to do things, or you can kind of make the program your own. It's nice to be able to tailor it to what you specifically want to learn and get out of it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, and you're making good use of it. Excellent. So maybe then final question. Is there anything you want to word of advice that you want to give prospective students interested in coming, interested in, not coming? No, I mean, worrying about coming or something. Is there anything you want to?
Sure. Well, on an academic side, Uzi's great school. It's very easy to get along with. Everyone's friendly. The teachers are great. On more personal note, Lugano, the city here, is beautiful. It rains like 5 times a year. Always sunny. You got mountains everywhere. You're an hour away from skiing in, well, the Southern Alps, but 2 hours away from skiing in Valais, or an hour away from going to Milan, a couple hours away from the beaches in Italy. So it's a great location. You're pretty much connected to everything. So it's a great place to come. And if you're worried about language, I've been here almost 2 years and I still barely speak Italian. I've had no problems getting by. People are usually pretty friendly and understanding with failed Italian.
Excellent.
I agree with this, but as an advice, I would also say that students coming here can take advantage of the free language classes, which I have been doing.
I have been as well, just not very well.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really nice opportunity. You're not obliged to learn the language, but you can, and there are a lot of ways you can do it. You can practice it, you can go to the courses. So this is really nice. Another advice that I would give is for the students to take a look at the available bursaries and study grants, because they're really nice options that could help them if they're worried about financial problems or stuff like this.
Free money.
Yeah. And the university offers this. So yeah, this is I think this is the main advice I would give.
Super. Well, thanks again for that background. And I think on that note, we can also have Nicolas tell us a bit more about the financials and all that stuff. If there's any questions from the audience, feel free to just put this in the chat. Otherwise, I'm sure you can also send email to Nicolas, who will then forward it to the respective people. All right, so let me just kind of move on then to Nicolas doing the final outro then on the details, the nitty-gritty details.
So now you've listened the most exciting part. Now I'll try to help you with the more boring one, but it's not really difficult actually. I'll start with the admission requirements you see on your screen. So you heard there are 2 different tracks. You have the informatic one, which is for which you need a bachelor's degree in informatics or similar, so mathematics like Mariana, physics, engineering, etc., or the management track, for which you need a management or similar, so economics or business. The English requirement is a C1 level. You see the test we accept actually, IELTS, TOEFL, Cambridge, and TOEIC. I also have to tell you that you can be accepted with a B2 level in English, with the same test actually. Nevertheless, you will have to follow some English courses for the first semester and getting this C1 level by the end of the first calendar year actually. About the application process, the deadline for people coming from the Schengen area, so EU plus Switzerland, etc., is the 30th of June. For people outside of this area, so they basically need a visa, it's the 30th of April. Late application are possible, but only in case we still have places, and you can simply apply online on the website you see. So application.lu.usi.ch.
Right, and then
The part we just talked about. So the inscription fee is 4,000 francs per semester, which is pretty much the same amount in US dollars, and 3,600 euros pretty much per semester. For people who got graduated from high school in Switzerland, so at that time they can get now the fee for half. This means 2,000 francs per semester again. The grants we talked about also before, we offer 60 grants, one-off. This means you can have it once for the first semester. It's not renewable. And it's based on the merit of your previous degree, so usually on your bachelor degree that gave you the access to the master. So
good. I think with this we're done. Unless there are any questions that you can now drop in the chat box, I think we'd leave it at that. And if you have any questions, you just send mail. There is this email. Hold on. This is my email, mark.langheinrich@usi. You can always contact me, or you can go to studyadvisory@usi.ch.
It is. I'll be sending out this registration, this video, just after our meeting, or by tonight, anyways, so that you can just check again the video and the addresses and the mail addresses, so that you can send us any email that you need.
Right, and the web page obviously is another source of contact. And I'm sure we can also then, if you really want to get some unbiased information, put you in touch with Colin and Boriana for the real deal, unfiltered, if you want. So I guess thanks for watching from all of us. Thanks for being here, Colin, Boriana. It was really nice. And best of luck for the rest of your degree. There's only one semester left.
Almost done.
And then what happens?
We get out there.
I get a
Out
job.
there. Excellent. Get rich, right? And donate. That's the plan.
Exactly.
Anyway, okay. All good from us.
Thank you.
Then we'll stop here and there are no questions anymore. Good. How do I stamp this thing?
Just
and meeting. Excellent. Good. Bye.